a thing called monoprinting, which is we're going to be taking some images and printing them onto whatever paper you guys want to put them on. And what's great about that is that's the beginning. You can create a collage of images, and then you can do all kinds of things like add color pencil, markers, whatever you want on top. This is a Xerox transfer without any alteration right in a magazine. This was like in Spin magazine or something like this. So if you really get the Xerox transfer right, really, and this was maybe several Xeroxes with lots of different grays. You know, they may have come in with some pencils and altered this. Usually what I do is I don't stop here. I then put some color on top. So that's an example of one right from a magazine. Here's an example of where I took this image of this guy holding his laptop listening to music and this woman in the background. I transferred the black part, then I painted with the watercolor color pencils, which I'm going to show you that, and then I put color pencils just on the guy's skin. So then I put color on the guy's skin, so you can decide, you know, what you want to do with that. Also, I played around with the border. A little drip there. Here's an example of this woman and this other woman sort of diving backward, this woman's face put together, marker in the background, color pencil on top. Here is an example of me playing around, come on in guys, with a praying mantis. So here's what the mantis looked like the first time I transferred. Then I transferred this same image 4 times, and then I did different colors, sort of muted, high, you know, lots of colors, low contrast. This is a little bit more muted with a little bit more of the watercolor color pencil, a little blurry. This is what the transfer looks like first. This is Condoleezza Rice's face. You can see how this has looked when I haven't done anything to it, what the transfer looks like. One of the things we're going to do today is a playing card. What's great is you can take an image, transfer it, and flip the paper around, transfer it again, and create a playing card. So I transferred this woman's face. I've only half done this one, and then I decided to turn it into the Queen of Diamonds, and I started to color that in. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing today. This is an okay one. I was creating the ground, and I wanted this guy falling down toward the ground. In fact, I had several people falling down toward the ground. So the ground, I put a face in. So I transfer this face, then I transfer this guy falling, this business guy with a tie and these 2 other people, and then I made the tie fly out there like he's falling into this ground, which happens to be a face. Here is an image that a student did for their combined image. We're doing a combined image just like we always done. So he took this 2 pictures of the same guy smoking. Didn't have to be the same guy. So we transferred the guy's profile smoking. Then he had another picture of him smoking, and he put that right in his cheek. So it's 2 people smoking together. And then he colored it with marker and color pencil. That's a very nice one. Here's another example of someone's combined image. This is one they did actually, they started for me, but then they ended up doing this for another class, and then they ended up putting it in the computer and making it look a lot better. But they just took a Xerox, actually a straight Xerox of the tax form, and then a Xerox of this hand holding various money right on the tax form, and use this as an illustration for, you know, something to do with taxes. This was a student who actually did their art book in Xerox transfer, which can come out really cool. So this was a big piece he did, and he actually used a lot of this in his portfolio, and he's actually even he's got some Xeroxes just taped down, some tape painted over something, so it's a combination of different jazz singers.